What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here, and today you'll see that we're doing a video on the giveaway referral account that I made. And you're probably like, wait, but I don't understand. You were just using that to show how to do your referrals, right? Yeah, I was, but also I'm playing the account. It's a referral for my main account, so I'm actually playing the game on it and making progress. And I figured, why not do a sort of every couple day update and show you kind of what that process looks like. Now, for the first week, I'll probably do a couple extra videos. You'll see that this is actually for day 4. But it's not really day 4. The first tip I'm going to give you for when starting is start right before reset. If you start at like 4:30 or so Pacific Standard Time, you'll be able to get in, get your first daily login, and then you'll actually go straight into day 2 and get your second daily login, which means you're able to get those pieces of gear, these lifesteal pieces, just a little bit quicker. So I actually started my account around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time a few days ago. And I was able to get day 1 and day 2 very quickly within that first hour of playing. And then I got day 3 yesterday, and it just hit 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for me. And so I am getting my day 4 login, as you see here, which means we're getting all of these awesome daily logins that are going on. And I kind of wanted to do this just to kind of show you, how quickly things actually move, and give you a couple tips as you're progressing through the game. That's really the main reason this is for. So I want to give you a real quick rundown of what my account looks like already. You'll see that I am 27, almost level 28. I do have a pretty large amount of energy, and this is because of some challenges that I've done. And so you're going to be able to push through that early game pretty quickly and get to a good spot. I do want to show off, this is the most important thing. You'll see I already have a 5-star Kale with plus 16 crit rate gloves that actually rolled really well into triple attack, which is awesome. And these plus 16 speed boots that rolled double crit rate and attack, which is just amazing. Literally amazing boots. Probably one of the best upgrades I've gotten on a starter account for sure. And I have this plus 14, which I ran out of silver, so I stopped. Chess piece here that rolled double speed and 1 into crit rate. So overall, it's a very, very good beginner build. You'll see here I already have 80% crit rate, which in the early game, crit rate is the most important thing that you should be getting while you're progressing, because it just means you're going to have consistent damage. You'll also see that I have almost fully maxed out my Kale. I just need this last book, which actually... we just got a ton of them because I just did a bunch of challenges. So there we go. He's now also fully booked, which is great for starting out. And you'll see that I got a challenge, which this is probably the thing that I think a lot of people don't do, is they don't focus on these challenges. And I understand why you're not doing it, because you're not planning on playing the account after, you hit a certain point or whatever the case is. If you're only going to level 50 for the referral or whatever, I get that. But if you're a new player and this is your first account, you have to focus on these challenges. These challenges are a bunch of early game progression. You get a lot of resources, including hundreds of energy, hundreds of thousands of silver, and tons of these books, which are very important for getting your first rares, like your starter, as well as also any epics you happen to get lucky with pulling or you get from promotion codes. So definitely focus on getting these as high as you can as fast as possible, because you get a ton of stuff. You'll see here that this gives a ton of energy as rewards. You also get silver, you get these rare books, etc. You can get shards here. There's lots of stuff you can get. So definitely focus on challenges as you're progressing through, while also focusing on the missions. And this is a tough one because the missions take a little bit of time, and they take you out of doing your campaign, which is something that you're probably more focused on wanting to do over anything else when you're making an account that's going to farm to level 50. because you want to get this 300 gems. But you'll also see here, I'm already at 700 gems. And here's the thing about this is in order to do this effectively, you only need to buy masteries on your starter champion. So your Kale, your Elhain, whatever you decide you wanted to use as your starter, you only need masteries on one. And that only costs 800 gems. So I'm only 100 gems away from being able to get my masteries on my Kale. Now, of course, I do still need to 6-star this Kale in order to, you know, be able to get that War Master, for example. But it is a very strong start to already have masteries, even if you don't have that War Master. So as soon as I hit 800 gems, which should be here shortly, I am going to pick up those masteries. Another thing, sorry, I went in a little early, but another thing is I want you to focus on doing your daily events, right? Doing your daily quests is super important. It only takes a few minutes, but you get a ton of experience. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1100 experience every day for just logging in and doing a few things. You also get a free energy refill. You also get 5 of these, you know, arena tokens, which is not super important, but you also get 10 gems, which means every 4 days you're getting 4 energy refills and a 5th energy refill from these 10 gems. Once you've reached that 800 gem mark and you've bought your masteries, and you get that champion to level 60, you're just using gems for energy refills when you're doing referral accounts. And this is a very, very good thing to do. However, of course, if you are continuing to play the game on, maybe you don't want to use those gems for energy refills this early on, because you're going to get less value for your energy refills when your capped energy is lower. So it might be smart to not use your energy refills quite yet, if your goal is to continue to play the account, if it's your main account, etc. Another thing that's really important, though, is you'll see here that I'm capped on energy, and I'm way over the cap even. Normally, I don't recommend doing this. The only reason this has happened is because I did finish a bunch of challenges in here that gave me a ton of energy as rewards, and I wanted to get the top reward, which was, I believe it was an ancient shard, and I wanted to go ahead and pull that to maybe get that awesome epic, or even if I'm really lucky, that legendary that could make this go a lot faster. Typically, you want to hold your energy for as long as possible. So you'll see here that I have this energy. I could claim it. It would give me that 89 energy. But if I wait a little bit longer, for example, I'm about to hit 28, and when I hit 28, this 89 energy is going to be more than 89 energy, and therefore that energy refill has more value. So it's definitely worth it to hold on to your energy until you are absolutely capped, or if you need to do something and you've run out of energy, then you can, of course, collect it then. You'll also see that you have monthly events. These are a little less important unless you're going to continue to play the account, because these shards, cool, they're shards. We like shards, obviously, but we don't really care too much about them. So I will be doing this because I'm going to be giving this account away, and this is going to take me about 30 days to complete. So I'll be able to get this void and this sacred here. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a nice little summon session before I give the account away with a couple sacreds, a couple voids, and some ancients. I am pulling several of my shards along the way, and I will probably be pulling my shards in these videos if I get them. But next thing is the campaign. You'll see here that I have almost fully completed normal. I just have a couple stages, like this boss stage here, and this boss stage here that I'm not quite able to beat with just 2 champions, with no one dying, and then we've gone ahead and we've already moved on to hard, and you'll see we've already fully completed up to Durham Forest. We've got a couple here, and then we just start to die here. This is a big place where a lot of people get stuck, is actually on Felwin's Gate, and that's because almost all of the enemies are force affinity, and you'll see here that Kale, or whomever your starter is, being as they are all blue affinity, magic affinity, they are weak, which means they deal less damage, they have less chance to crit, and they'll take more damage and have a higher chance to be crit against from all of these enemies. So it does make it a little more difficult And that's typically where you're going to hit your first roadblocks, is going to be on these negative affinities. So you'll hit this one here at Felwin, and I think the next one is right here at Valdemar Strait. And then there's another one, yeah, here. Which is why I can't get these 3 stars here, as at the Hallowed Hall. So you'll hit several of these roadblocks. Don't be surprised. It is a pretty common thing that happens. But that's where you're going to want to get some other champions. You'll see here that I have Lady Q. This is a champion you can get from a promo code, which is just LADY. QUY. You can get this champion for free, and she also comes with a couple other things as well. And then, of course, you're also, if you've started recently or you start in the next, I think, about 2 weeks, you should have access to be picking up Ultimate Death Knight, which is also a Force Affinity champion who's very good at defensive things, and he will help you a lot when you're trying to beat those 4 stages as well. So right now I'm working on this Lady Q. I'm not going to go super hard on her. I'm not going to 5-star her or anything, because I don't want to waste any of my food, because my main goal is just to get Kale to 6-star. And this is the main goal on every account. If you're just starting, you get your starter to 6-star, and that starter will carry you in the early game. And that is all it is. You get the 6-star, you buy your masteries, that champion carries you for quite a bit. So I'm not going to be focusing on 5-starring her or 6-starring her or getting her masteries. I'm not even using skill tomes on her because it's just not worth it. I'm just using this gear to level up for the challenge missions, and I'm getting her to level 40. I'll probably ascend her to get this skill maxed out, so it's a little bit stronger. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of where we're at the moment. But let me know if you guys like these videos. You'll see here that we've actually named the account Best Panda Sub. So whoever does win this account once we hit level 50, you have a cool name that's hooked to my channel, which I think is kind of cool. Obviously, you can change the name if you want to. It's not super expensive. But that is the name of the account, and we're going. So hopefully you guys like this. If you want to have a chance to win our other referral account, make sure to hit the like button, sub, and go comment on that video in the past. And that'll be awesome. You'll be able to click the video link somewhere on this video up here. You'll be able to go check that video out. And also, if you don't win that giveaway, that's fine, because in about a month you'll have a chance to win this account here. And guess what? I have 4 other referral accounts that I have to do. I'm going to be doing them just one at a time, so we have giveaways every month for probably the next 6 months, give or take. So definitely hang out, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below of maybe what kind of content you guys want to see. That would definitely be interesting. Obviously, don't ask for plat level arena, because I'm not good. But definitely go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below what kind of content you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.